Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. It is my lunch break, so I am in by a park where there is a skate park. So if you hear skateboards, that is why. But I wanted to come on here and go live. I have about 20 minutes left of my lunch, and I'm done with my lunch, just sitting here kind of enjoying the breeze coming through my car. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about something big, right? So if you guys have been following me for any amount of time at all, you know of the struggles I've been through, right? When I was in college the first time, I basically became an alcoholic, started using drugs, and ended up getting kicked out of college for bad grades. So, 4.5 years of college, really working on 3 different degrees, not even close to getting a degree. Just being a rebel, drinking, doing all the things that I knew my parents didn't want me to do. And obviously it took a toll on my early 20s. Then, got into a domestic violent relationship, went to Arizona for a year thinking I could train horses down there, and it just didn't work out. I just didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know what I wanted to do, right? That's just kind of where I was at, is that I had no direction in my life. I had no idea what I wanted to do. So, moved back from Arizona, basically leaving all my things behind and moving back in with that abusive boyfriend and having a baby. But I finally, when I was 4 months pregnant, left that relationship. Left Minneapolis, moved back in with my parents in Wisconsin, and said, I can't do this anymore. I need to start over. Getting pregnant was the thing that basically broke my addiction to drugs and alcohol, because the health of my unborn child was more important than those addictions, and that broke my addiction. So now, dealing with a different kind of addiction, right? I've talked about this a ton. Food, emotional eating, binging. I basically have had issues with binging probably since I was 12 years old. It's always kind of been a thing. My weight has always kind of fluctuated. When I actually met my husband, we're coming up almost 10 years ago, I was actually at my lowest weight ever, and I was my fittest. I was in my size 8s. Had beginnings of abs. I was exactly where I wanted to be. And again, the food addiction took over. It's something I can't explain. Obviously, I do therapy. I've also been through other things, right? So I've been through a loss of a child. I've been through domestic violence. I've been through being basically broke and hundreds of $1,000s in debt. I've been through all those things, living on a credit card. Those are things that I have walked through. And therapist is really the only thing that has helped me through those things. That's just being honest. The social worker in me is going to be honest with you guys. It wasn't until I was 26 that I realized 27, that I realized what I was really on this earth to do, right? That I was on this earth to be a helper, to be a social worker, to make a difference. Coaching just came into it because, graduating with my degree, I was worried about not finding a job, and I just knew any job that I would find in social work just wouldn't pay the best, so I needed something to supplement above all else, right? I was also a single parent at the time when I went back to school to get my social work degree. He was actually, 2-3 months old at the time when I went back to school. So, a lot of perseverance to get through my bachelor's and my master's degree as a single parent, living with my parents, and then to get a job working for the Bureau Milwaukee Child Welfare, doing Child Protective Service investigations. What is funny is that I've come basically full circle, right? So I've been at my current position. October, it will be 2 years. So I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary. But I've kind of come through the whole circle because now I'm doing investigations of adults. Adult Protective Services, which I swore I would never work with older adults. And after working with kids and their families, I was like, yeah, I'm back to adults, right? But I'm always going back and forth because I I never know the exact place where I need to be helping people. The place I am right now, I'm feeling really, really good in the work I'm doing. But I mean, there's a whole bunch of other things behind everything going on with COVID-19, with the fact that we didn't get to see clients from March to July, and we're still not operating normalcy. We have scheduled visits with clients. We see people based on priority and safety levels, and it's just a whole different thing. Things are always changing. So that's a whole different beast. But through all this, all these things I've been going through, right? Emotionally eating has always been my issue, my problem, right? I will do great. I will do my workouts every single day. Did not get my workout in today. I'm being honest. I took a rest day. My body just needed it. I need to listen to my body. It's okay. I'll just do today's workout tomorrow. No big deal, right? So before, I would have felt so horrible about it that I would have just binged and just had all the fast food, had all the bad things that you could possibly do, right? But I don't do that anymore. I'm just okay with it. I know tomorrow I will get right back on track with my workouts, because workouts is not the problem. It is the nutrition. For me, it's the nutrition. I will do great. I'll lose like 15 pounds, or like my cycle has been lately, I'll lose like 3 or 4 pounds during the week. And then the weekend comes and I gain like 2 of those pounds back. Yeah, awesome. I've gained 2 pounds that week. But if I have to lose 4 pounds during the week to make up for what's going to happen on the weekend, that's not cool, right? We should like even it out a little bit. I mean, it's cool because I let myself have a treat on the weekend now. But lots of times I go overboard. It's just what it is. So for me, food has always been a comfort. Food has not only been like a punishment, something that beat myself up with, but we always like go out to eat to celebrate something, have a cake to celebrate, have ice cream to celebrate, right? We're always treating good and bad behavior with food. And this is a huge problem, right? For me, it is a self-sabotaging behavior. For me, it is, I feel guilty about something that happened. Let's just do an example, right? Okay, here's an example. So these past few weeks, my daughter, Alex, has been very, very into talking to her sister, right? Her sister that passed, Victoria, passed when they were 12 days old. So she never really got to know her. Obviously, like they were in the womb together, that kind of thing. I'm sure she remembers that. But she has been a lot. I want to go see her. I want to go to her grave. I want to talk to her. And I finally got her to say, well, even if you're not at her grave, you can talk to her. She can hear you. She's in heaven, So this has been going on. We'll go for a walk, and she's like, I'm going to talk to Victoria. She's like, I want to write this picture for Victoria. I want to do this for Victoria. All of that is wonderful. It's not difficult for me to talk about it, but I know subconsciously it does affect me. Subconsciously it affects me, and this week is just as an example. She's been on this like every single day. So this week I have had major issues with being really, really tired. Like I'm so tired. Like I'm lucky I even got up into my workouts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because I felt so tired. Monday I almost completely skipped my workout. I think I actually came live out here and said I really didn't want to work out, but I was doing it anyway. But I've just been really, really tired. Like we will usually watch like TV or a movie, and I'll put like my phone away for the night, and that's kind of like unplugging for the night type deal. And I've like fallen asleep every single night. I've just been so exhausted no matter what. Even on the weekends when I get like 8-9 hours of sleep, I just feel super exhausted. So last night I was just so exhausted. So I didn't want to cook. So, I didn't do horrible. We ordered Panera on DoorDash. I had soup. So I didn't do horrible. But, it's just that mindset that I'm too tired to do this. I'm just going to get fast food. I'm just going to order pizza. I'm just going to have this drink. The things that we put in our minds that make us go to the things that we know are not going to grace our body, aren't going to have a positive impact on our body, because that is what I'm all about. Yes, I'm obviously trying to lose weight, but overall I want to be healthy. I want to fuel my body with foods that are good for me. I want to eat foods that I know I'm going to feel good instead of all the dairy and the gluten and the things that are going to make me feel horrid, right? So that's just kind of where I'm at today. Like, the emotional eating is actually fairly under control for how I've been feeling. So I just up the water. I just try to keep healthy things around me, snack on like veggies when I'm like, I want a snack. This morning I had coffee, but I only have coffee maybe once or twice a week. So that's cool. But so yeah, it's a rest day today. Get back at it tomorrow. I actually have tomorrow off. We have a virtual Children's Hospital appointment for my son tomorrow for his diabetes. Never done one of these before, so we'll see. My husband is actually off today through Monday, so he is going to bring our daughter to my in-laws, and then him and Jake are going to go golfing, so they're going to have a good time. But time to go visit some people, time to pick up the groceries, go home, and have a chill weekend, 3-day weekend. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Bye.